Zane and David, Zane and David, Zane and David on a Thursday night. Zane and David plugged the microphone into the headphone jack again. And as a result, we didn't get anything coming through the speakers when we recorded our last podcast, so we're doing it again directly after recording it. So yeah, pretty much we have to do a whole new podcast because we're done.
Take two.
Welcome to the Thursday podcast.
Again.
Take two again. Well, that was redundant of us.
Yeah, well... At least we have a couple of lost episodes queued up, right?
Yeah. Oh, actually, we did it on purpose so we could have lost episodes. I should put this away, or else
yeah, probably.
We're gonna stop playing it.
All right. I just feel dumb, but
yeah, but that's okay. I love you, Zane.
Thanks, David. So you know this page called Windsor Memes, right?
I do know this page called Windsor Memes. We're looking at it right now.
Yeah, for a long-ass time, they've stopped actually making memes and started posting things from this app called Whisper. What do you think about Whisper?
Is that the one where they tell secrets?
Yeah.
Some of them legitimately make me really sad. Like, I'm not even sure if they're real secrets, but they make me really sad.
Like, I'm sure they are. It's just... I hate the people who use it.
Wow, Zane. I want you to know how strong that was a statement.
Okay, look at this one. As awful as it sounds, I get mad at my boyfriend when my boyfriend talks to girls prettier than I am.
Wow, we're opening a huge can of worms here.
Yeah.
But Zane, if that's the truth, maybe that's the truth, and maybe those, like, you can't necessarily control that. So posting anonymously on the internet, for one, I don't understand how that would help you, but maybe it does.
Some sort of like catharsis. But at the same time, there's some that just there's a comment section, and it makes me wanna just make fun of them. Make fun of an anonymous person.
Oh, there's a comment section? So that just makes it one of those, like, Facebook pictures of a boy or a girl being like, oh, I'm so ugly. And then everyone's like, no, you're beautiful.
No. I want to say, like, ha ha ha.
Oh, but Zane, what if they're a lovely person?
They're not. Obviously, they're not. If they're getting jealous of their boyfriend talking to a prettier person.
Whoa. Ding, ding. Round one. You can't just dictate these things, Zane. Wow.
I feel like all of us girls have a little lesbian inside of us.
That's how she feels, man.
That's okay.
That is how that one pixely woman hugging another pixely woman with blonde hair and boobs hanging out. That's how they feel.
They don't look like us. The picture on that behind that text, they don't look like lesbians. Not that I can not that I can clearly identify lesbians. But okay. If you think I'm being insensitive towards lesbians. I'm not.
Yes, I think you're being insensitive towards lesbians.
I'm so okay with lesbians. Can
I quote you on that one?
I'm a big fan of their films. Oh. Now you can quote me. I think I'm just ticked off about the last podcast we just did.
Let's talk about that, Zane. Let's talk about how mad you are about that last podcast we did that fell through. Because I know you're mad, but it's happened to us before.
I know.
And it'll happen to us again. And if you would just let me hear back. Anyway, moving on.
You know what? You're right. If I let you...
We're getting a special text from the president.
How did it...
You should read it.
Oh.
No, we shouldn't read it.
No, that's okay.
Shout out to Lavinia. This might be
the most riveting podcast I've been a part of because of the ridiculousness.
I'll respond later. Podcast. That's when I'm ready back.
I'm real demoralized on this laptop thing, Zane. I'm real demoralized.
Yeah,
about it.
I know what you mean. Like, I feel like this podcast should just be
us bitching
about
whining.
No.
No.
It's a great way of channeling our frustrations with ourselves, because
we're just insulting people we don't even know.
we're on the internet, David.
Oh my god.
That's what it's for.
No.
It's for that
what
and
if
porn.
the internet was about like spreading like genuine compassion to one another, about sharing ideas with one another, about sharing music with one another, about sharing images, about sharing various forms of media, about sharing films, and about
Like
connecting with the world
lesbian
around us.
films.
Damn it, Zane.
You can't derail me, David. Not today.
I'm trying.
Okay, I'm gonna close the goddamn Whisper app.
Zane, let's be real for a second.
We need some inspiration. An inspirational message.
We do.
Do you have one?
I do. I heard this the other day. I thought it was pretty freaking funny. And really true. Mostly true. If at first you don't succeed, leave no evidence that you tried. Trademark pending.
There are no rules on the love war battlefield.
He totally just made that up on the spot. I could see it in his eyes.
No, I actually didn't. I was quoting a misquote.
Oh.
You know the classic saying, "All's fair in love and war." It's a misquote of that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just adjusting. Since we're on this tangent of frustration, Zane, what was the biggest pet peeve of your week? Not like what was the worst moment, because that could be like really sad and like really emotional and really angrifying and everything.
Angrifying.
But what was like?
We should make a band
called
Angrifying.
Called Angrify. Oh man. Yeah.
We won't put that into context.
We won't. We don't have. Yeah, we're the worst.
Biggest pet peeve.
Pet peeve of the week. So what was like the biggest like kind of annoying thing that happened? Like stubbing your toe or not having enough groceries?
I don't know. My week hasn't been too bad. Week hasn't been too bad. I tried to do laundry on the weekend. Someone didn't take their clothes out of the dryer, and I kind of had to wait. David is dying. Apparently I had a bad week. I don't know.
No, sorry. It was just like, after I asked that question, I realized how mundane of a question it was. Like, how boring of a question it was.
David, what was your favorite color this week?
Purple! But seriously, purple. It's the royal color.
It is?
Yeah.
Royal color.
It is. Rainbows? No. It's just the royal color.
Is it because I have a Paramore background, desktop background, and Paramore's purple right now?
Yeah. It's definitely because of that.
What's your favorite state?
What's my favorite state? Rapid fire with David and Zane. My favorite state, Nebraska.
Not Alaska?
No.
Okay.
Nebraska.
Okay.
What's your favorite, who's your favorite U.S. president?
This is the segment where we don't know U.S. presidents.
Thomas Jefferson! Say Jefferson!
I was going to say Jefferson, but I wasn't sure.
So I hear Pierre Trudeau, like, boned Jagger's wife. Mick Jagger's wife? I heard they had a thing. That's pretty fucking bad.
Who's Mick Jagger married to?
I don't know. I don't know if there still are or what, but at the time I heard he boned Jagger's wife.
It's pretty cool.
And she said afterwards, "Wow, Pierre, you got them moves like Trudeau." Oh, I'm so resentful today. I'm just so resentful.
We're improvising this podcast.
We're as if we don't always, but we're just flying by the seat of our pants. Okay, resent quotes. I'm resentful, so I want to share quotes and stories about resent. This one. So my older brother, shout out to Robert Jackson. He's the coolest. He's in Alberta right now doing his master's in poetry because he's smart and stuff. He sat me down when he was like 17, and I was probably like, okay, I know exactly how old I was. I was 14. And he sat me down on the couch and said, "David, do you have a girlfriend?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Good." I said, "Why is that good?" And he said, "Because women..." Okay, I want you all to know, I don't support necessarily my brother's opinion here, but he said women are like chocolate raisins. At first you bite into them, and they're so sweet and chocolatey, and then you get to the raisin in the inside.
Women are chocolatey. Robert Jackson, everyone. Women are chocolatey.
They're raisiny, apparently, too. But I mean, I think everybody's raisiny. I think men
I'm
are
raisiny right now.
Yeah, I'm raisiny right now. You know what? This is going to be one good thing we get out of this half an hour is we just established a new word. Raisiny.
I thought we angrify?
I don't know.
I think it was angrify.
It wasn't as good as kill the boyfriend.
Oh, what? Okay.
That's out of context.
When our Lost episode comes out,
Zane was ranting about his hypothetical daughters he's gonna have.
That's
how good the story was.
But you'll hear about it.
You'll hear about it.
Anyways, that story you just told was a reprise of one of our segments from the Lost episode, which was bad analogies for women. I'm gonna make another one up right now, in the heat of my frustration.
Okay. We want you to know next week we're going to have bad analogies for men. So we're not sexist.
Do you want to do bad analogies for men right now?
Right now? Yes.
Yeah, okay. Give me an object.
Pineapple.
Men are like pineapples. They look like they're going to hurt you if you take a bite out of them. They look like they're going to hurt you at first. This is a great bad analogy.
Oh man!
But
we're in the perfect headspace for this right now.
Men are like pineapples.
Oh. Yeah.
They look like they're gonna hurt you, but if you get rid of all the pricks, they're really good on pizza.
I had so much faith in where that was going. I was like, this is the worst analogy. Then he's like, if you get rid of all the pricks, I was like, oh my god, it's actually going to be good. And then he fucked it up hard.
I did that thing where I was going to tell a joke that was going to be bad, but then it was going to be good, but then I still made it bad.
Yeah, you're the best.
I've established this way of explaining myself to other people.
Okay.
I'm an idiot who pretends to be a smart person.
Okay.
Who pretends to be an idiot.
You're an idiot who pretends to be a smart person who pretends to be an idiot. Okay.
Yes. That's the best way of describing myself.
Okay.
How would you describe yourself, David?
Easy. Tall, dark, and handsome.
You got it. That's how I'd describe you.
I
What?
Whenever I'm lost on this podcast, I just look to Zane's computer screen because his background changes every time, and now it's fire.
It's
What? I thought
What?
that was Firefly for a second. It's
no,
not.
it's his flyleaf.
Oh, that's not as cool.
They're okay.
What does your shirt say, Zane?
Says, "Don't you ever forget about me, sleeping with sirens."
I'll never forget about you.
Sleeping with sirens.
But if I have a chance to sleep with some sirens, I'll probably forget about you pretty fast.
You can forget about me for that.
Okay.
For that 2 hours.
Yeah, sleeping with sirens. Attic. What's it?
Attack.
Attack. Oh, attack. I thought it was attic attack. This is riveting radio, ladies and gentlemen.
We should have a weekly segment on the podcast where we recommend albums.
Sure, I would love that. I would love nothing more than that.
Let's start with our favorite albums of all time.
Okay.
What's your favorite album of all time? Why? Why would you recommend it?
I think my favorite album of all time. Ooh, that's tough. I'll say this. Paul Simon's Graceland. If anyone who's heard it knows why it's the greatest album of all time. But I think it's just the perfect blend between beautiful melody, amazing instrumentation, and just killer songwriting. And Paul Simon as a lyricist is just ridiculously amazing. That's why it's my favorite. What about you, Zane?
Fearless, Platinum Edition, Taylor Swift.
Boom! You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
If you could see me, I'd be like at the end of a rap battle when I drop the mic.
Boom.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a props.
Well,
so
it
I
was.
props did you.
It was good. Yeah, that's my favorite album of all time. The Platinum Edition, especially.
So we know that Taylor is a little more like alternative and
I'd say
quote unquote indie. I'd say that.
I'd
right?
say
like
she's
pretty hip and like trendy. So
she's where pop and country collide. More so on the pop side, though. Would you say?
I was just constructing a carefully thought out joke.
Oh.
And you didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
And now I seem like a douche for making you feel dumb about not getting it.
Remix. What? How would you describe?
Remix.
How would you describe Taylor Swift, David?
Really hot. She's really hot, and I want to be in love with her. I still remember the first time I ever heard Taylor Swift. I was 12, coming home from.
That was 9 years. That was 8 years.
I think I was 12, or maybe I was a little
years
older.
ago.
She's what, like 22?
She's
23?
like 20.
No,
Something.
she's like 23. And I'm like 20. So, okay, I don't know. Maybe I was like 13. I don't know. Anyway, I was coming home from skiing one day, and my hormones were flying, and I heard Tim McGraw, the Taylor Swift song Tim McGraw on the radio.
Debut single.
And I imagined her as this like freckle-faced brunette who's all like cute and stuff, and I saw her and she wasn't that at all, but I still found love.
I remember, I think the song that got me hooked was 15. And then I listened to it a lot, and then it was really sad. So I stopped listening to it and just listened to the rest of the songs.
That was touching, Zane.
Yep.
That was really, really, really touching. I think the best metaphor for men are like flowers. They're very sweet and sensitive and soft.
And if you run them over with a lawnmower,
They'll die.
yeah. At the very least, be uprooted.
Whoa. But what is it to be uprooted, Zane? We're heading into our philosophical hour now as the light outside gets darker and Zane and I
There's
get
no
more
light
and
outside
more. That's a lie, Zane.
That's
I can
street
see
light.
the tree from here.
It's a street light.
What?
It's a street light.
So? So that's light.
It's not
Dumbass!
getting darker.
What are you talking about?
We are
Okay, can we? Okay,
I want to say that you know how there's that like metaphor scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yep.
If there was a barrel inside of another barrel, we'd be scraping the inside of that.
Scraping the shit out of it.
Yep.
And Zane, the best part is, I'm really happy this is going to be the podcast in the air. This is a lot of fun.
This is
struggling through with you this Thursday.
The Thursday podcast with David and Zane unplugged.
Yeah. So.
Well, I'm really excited for everyone to hear the the one we intended to release.
Eventually.
Yeah, maybe like around the holidays or something.
It wasn't that good.
It was pretty good. I had a lot of fun.
I had fun. It wasn't that good.
All right.
This one's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is way better.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Gotta go to rehearsal.
Yeah, you do.
I gotta go.
All right.
But this Saturday, come to the Green Bean to check out a bunch of people singing musical theater songs at the Cabaret, starting at 7 o'clock.